post. And we are preparing ourselves before this thing come to real.
The man who led the French language lessons, Mohamed Magassi, spoke of his delight taking time to help the Gambia Immigration Department.
Immigration officers do encounter communication problem between these francophone citizens. So therefore, in order to help those people, to overcome those challenges, the only way is to come and help them, upgrade them with some tools of those languages.
The immigration personnel who took part in the training program speak of the importance of the lessons in their day-to-day operations.
This has been a very important class for us because at the point of entry we used to encounter such difficulties, and as immigration officers we are bound to speak to many different nationalities, and as far as Gambia, we are surrounded by these foreign Francophone countries. It's very important that we are able to translate basic French in this 3 weeks training.
With the Gambia in the midst of a sea of Francophone countries, training such as this one, particularly for immigration personnel, will solely help ease their work. For GRTS News, I am Fatou Jassi.
You can follow that story and all the GRTS programs live on our website at www.grts.gm. There you can also monitor GRTS Radio Live. We'll go for our first break. We'll be back with news from outside the Gambia. Stay tuned.
This Ramadan, AfriCell brings you many services to make your Ramadan a very special one. With the AfriCell Prayer Time service, now you can subscribe by typing SUB and send it by SMS to 7120 to receive an SMS reminder 5 minutes before each prayer time for $1 per day only. Also this Ramadan, you can receive different kinds of prayers on your AfriCell line with the Prayer of the Day service by simply sending a blank SMS to 7122 and receive 2 text messages containing a translated and a transliterated version of the prayer for $1 only. All this and more. With your AfriCell line, you can now listen to the Holy Quran recitation by simply calling 2153, follow the voice prompt, and dial the number of the surah you want to listen to followed by the hash key for 50 bututs per minute only. And live in your Ramadan this year with the Prayer of the Day, the Prayer Times Reminder, and the Quran recitation service from AfriCell. May all your prayers be answered.
Welcome back. The Spanish capital, Madrid, is playing host to this year's World Youth Day Festival. Close to 1 million Catholic youths are converging on the Iberian city to mark the event, which brings together pilgrims from Africa and other parts of the world. Many of them are waiting for the arrival of Pope Benedict, who will address the young pilgrims later this week. We have details on that story in this report.
Kenya, Tanzania, India.
As well as Gabon, Cote d'Ivoire and South Africa, Madrid has become a rallying point for up to 1 million people taking part in World Youth Day, a Roman Catholic youth festival. African music can be heard all over the Spanish capital. There are more African pilgrims than ever taking part in this annual Roman Catholic Youth Festival. One of the main reasons is that the Spanish government has made travel to Spain very easy.
The Spanish embassy took measures to make the process very easy. All the demands for visas were granted.
Pilgrims from 180 countries are visiting Madrid. 100,000 Africans are in the city during the 6-day-long World Youth Day. South Africans are busy celebrating, waiting for the Pope to arrive Thursday.
We see the party has already started. The vibrations are good. You want to say something?
I don't know. The pilgrims have another 4 days to find something to say to a lot of people if they want to. Meanwhile, these South Africans have got together with a group of Mexican pilgrims and have no problem communicating.
Eritrean President Isaias Afwerki is on a rare 3-day state visit to Uganda. The state of affairs in neighboring Somalia will form the main thrust of discussions between Afwerki and President Yoweri Museveni. Authorities in Malawi have increased police presence in major cities and towns despite the opposition's pledge to put planned demonstrations on hold. We have more of these stories and others in this roundup of news.
It's one of those rare state visits. Eritrean President Isaias Afewerki arrived Tuesday in Uganda for a 3-day visit. At the heart of discussions between Afewerki and Museveni, the situation in Somalia. Eritrea is accused of backing and arming Somalia's Islamist militia forces, thus faces UN sanctions. Uganda, meanwhile, supplies thousands of troops to the African Union's mission in Somalia. Eritrea hopes the trip will ease the country's diplomatic isolation. It has also asked to return to the East African regional bloc. In Malawi, police reinforced its presence in the country's main towns, this despite the opposition's announcement that it decided to cancel Wednesday's protest vigils. The decision followed the president's warning that there was serious danger of violence. Last month, 19 protesters lost their lives in anti-government demonstrations. After the riots, the president had announced that he was forming a commission for better dialogue, a promise he has not kept. Thousands of kilometers away from Europe's football fields, a drama is developing around Chelsea's star midfielder John Obi Mikel. His father was kidnapped on Friday from his home in Jos, in Nigeria. A kidnapping linked no doubt to the football player's celebrity status, although there has been no demand for ransom so far.
We'll be back with more stories after the break.
ñoo indi xéewal yot nañ la bayil bu ma la waxee nga may tuddee nit ay nit dinaa la rey de bi dinaa la rey xaaral ma wax la waa baax gis nga ñii ma la tuddal nii fañ génnee raful pour joxe kétab lëmma két goo xam ne dafa am 3 master bedroom amat kër ga fan la nekk mu nga Diamond Estate nekk Old Yundum déedéet kay ñaareeli pire bi xam nga lan la déedéet oto bu ñoo wax seri Jeep 4x4 bu bees tàq yaa koy daaji si mbuus ñetteeli price gi waaw gars yi teg nañ juróomi ticket ab Angleterre yoo xam ne boo amut visa wala bëgguloo dem Angleterre ñu yot la xaalis gi ñeneen teeli price ñaari junne juróomi téeméer ab Angale ci ñaari téeméeri nit ñu gagné juróomeeli price gi junneb saakob maale ñu jox ko junneb nit ku ne benn saakob maalo génneel téeméer ab Angale rek jënd ticket gi te xam nga lu ci gën a neexam boo jëndee ticket gi waaw ba pare waaw fañam time yoo xam ne fa ñoo nekk si télé gi di def panel discussion nit ñi di woote gi nga boo wootee bañ la na allo waaw gañal ne allo rek sala ama Diamond Properties mooy bolom doole xamul ndam.
We shift attention to the weather report by the Central Forecast Office.
Oh yes, you can drive your way there. With the Elton to Mecca Japale Kafo promo, the Hajj is possible. Stay loyal or become a member of the Elton Japale Kafo today and enjoy the double take. Because every time you fill your tank at any of our Elton stations, you get a chance to be in our monthly raffle draw. To take home lots of goodies like gallons of oil, bags of rice, bags of sugar, vehicle accessories, and much more. Plus, a chance to become the lucky winner of the Elton to Mecca Japale Kafo fully paid Hajj expenses. Remember, it's a double take, your single loyalty for the monthly draw and the Elton to Mecca Japale Kafo final draw to be held just before the Hajj. For more information, drop by any of our Elton stations. Elton, a new vision of service.
Hello viewers, welcome to the weather forecast. We begin with the summary followed by the forecast. The day today was mostly cloudy, warm and humid with rain over places. Rainfall figures recorded in millimeters are as follows. Sapo recorded 6.5 millimeters, Janjambure 6.0, Kerawan 3.4 and Jundum 1.9 millimeters. Let's now take a look at the image captured at 16:30 hours to know what prevailed over the rest of the continent. It shows dense convective clouds over Gulf of Guinea states, central and the eastern part of the continent. There is also a dense cell over Mali-Senegal border propagating westwards, which will persist in the next 24 hours. North and south remain dry and stable during the period. For the forecast tonight, we'll be expecting warm, humid and partly cloudy conditions to prevail with